Quake. Because
Quakecon.
Because Quake is his only topic. Quake is a category on its own, sir. So Quake Remastered has been announced. It's available now.
And released. Yeah, it was like they basically, like day one of QuakeCon, they were just like, oh, hey, by the way, we're 4K upscaling and remastering Quake right now. It's there. Go get it.
Go. Yeah. Don't pay attention to our event here at QuakeCon. Just go download it.
So, did you download?
I did. So,
and what do you think?
We found out, and I don't know if everybody knows this already, but we found out, yes, it's $10 for those who are purchasing it, the remastered version. But what people might not know is that if they already own Quake on Steam or on anything else that has a updating client, you already get the remaster, no problem. It actually gives you, on Steam, it actually gives you a drop down where it says play Quake Remaster, or play original Quake. So now the default is that Quake is going to be the remastered. Okay. The game looks and plays so smooth, and it looks amazing, really? And the lighting is just like, I'm surprised they didn't put like ray tracing features on it for all the NVIDIA heads out there. But it already looks. Any ideas. I know, right? But it already looks good. Like, I would die if I saw like a ray traced Quake 1, even though they did it for Quake 2. But it's just like, it looks good already. I played the first level and whatnot, and it was super fast, super, like, it brought me back. But then at the same time, it made me look Quake at a different light, because now even movement is a little bit smoother. Back then, it was just like pretty blocky. It almost reminds me kind of like Minecraft when you play like the original. It was just it was just like, this was the pinnacle of technology back then, where I had to use like my 3D effects Voodoo cards just to be able to run this higher at 640 by 480. But it was just like, wow. By default, when you boot Quake Remastered, it's like, I'm going to take your biggest resolution that your monitor can handle, and I'm going to pump everything up to max. And then the demo runs. You know how like they have like a gameplay demo, but it looks amazing. I thought it was a nice little like project for them. What I
think about it.
Go ahead.
How's it look on your curved screen?
So that's the one thing I didn't test, and I don't know if anybody in the chats would want to see what it looks like on a 32:9 monitor, if it even has that support, because the engine was never made to go that high on a 32:9 ratio. So I can try it out and record it, but it's
gonna be very
amazing. Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, oh my god, there's so much Quake, but it's amazing. But yeah,
just imagine if it's VR. There you go.
Definitely worth the $10 if you don't have it already. I was kind of hoping that it would be a Quake reboot, because there was rumors back like about 2 weeks ago about Quake being remade or something like that. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be a reboot completely from scratch, brand new story, because they've already gotten success with Doom. You have a new IP, or not a new IP, a classic IP here that you can completely remake from the ground up and be completely different story if you wanted to, like with the Strogg and everything. But okay, I'll take this. For $10,
well, didn't
that's
they
not
try
bad.
to do something with Quake Champions?
Yeah, but
Quake Champions was a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you Quake Champions, but here's the problem. Like, there are two different categories of Quake, and I'll give you a very good example. Quake 2 is an original Quake, right? Quake 3 is a multiplayer shooter Quake. It has a storyline that lasts for an intro, and that's it. You get nothing else but like, hey, you're in a tournament area. Basically what the competitor was for Unreal Tournament. That's all it was. But then Quake 4 happened, and it just took a big old dump on everybody's computers because it was trash. Like, there was some fun parts on Quake 4, but it literally looked worse than the previous game. It looked worse. But I would be definitely the first person to say that I want a new single player Quake. Brand new from the ground up. This is great for $10. I already owned it, so I already enjoy the benefits of it. But they need to make a new Quake with that Doom 2019 engine and everything.
Yeah.
Like
it's a little bit
Tech 5 or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's a little bit slower paced than the new Dooms. But I think it would be great, especially with like lighting. You remember back then when id Software was trying to be like, check out our new engine, and we're licensing this engine out, and check out Rage, and look at the graphics quality, and we were like, wow, blown away. And then we got the final product, and it's like texture popping everywhere.
Rage 1 was notorious for that.
Yeah. So I'm a fan of Quake. I like this. I like the fan service that they're doing, but just give me a brand new Quake.
So you said it's $10 if you don't already have it.
Yep.
Also, just want to put it out there, these are all on Game Pass now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, another reason to get Game Pass. And then when people tell me, it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. It's like, do you not know the value you get from Game Pass?
Yes.
It's
these are on Game
tempting.
Pass. Go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so many subscriptions.
It more than pays for itself. It's basically your Netflix of games instead of what Netflix is trying to make of games, with their mobile games division. Or better yet, this is basically if Gamefly did something right and did digital. But that's what it is. Not to promote promote like that whole Microsoft thing, but you really should get it.